Hi, welcome to Penny's Crafty Creations. Thanks for taking time out of your day to hang out, chit chat, craft, and create with me. Today I'm coming on with last minute gift idea, and that is mini composition books. They are really adorable and they make the perfect last minute gift or appreciation gift to show that you care. So the first one I did was this rose one. Love how the paper looks with this rose wax seal in that belly band. And then I have one that I did with blue. Really love this paper, and I love that the belly band slides so easily with this. Then I have some Dollar Tree ones. These are smaller. The Dollar Tree notebooks are a little bit smaller than the ones that I got from Walmart. You can see here, they're not too much bigger, but they are slightly taller. So this one is got a map on there, so I used the little note in the bottle. And then this one is some celestial, and I used that golden tree wax seal. Then this one is Christmassy, and I used that Christmassy wax seal, like the needles on there. And this one here is the one that I'm going to show you how I made it. So we're going to move these out of the way here. We're going to take our paper, and I'm just using some scrap papers that I had, and I loved this color. So you want to take your paper and you want to put it inside your notebook first and kind of train your paper on how it's going to go. Then you're going to open it up, keeping that paper inside because you don't want to mess up where your paper was. So we're going to hold that open with our finger, and we're going to add some glue. I prefer the wet glue with this method only because it's going to give you a little bit of wiggle room for adding your paper. I prefer using the Scotch one, but the Aleene's is perfect. It doesn't take a lot of time to dry, which is nice. And you're just going to fold that down, and I'm using a bone folder. If you don't have one, using your fingers works too. And you just want to push that around to get that glue to go everywhere. Now we're going to take and we're going to make sure our paper still folds correctly, because sometimes wiggling that is going to move it around a little bit. Then we're going to apply glue to here because our paper doesn't go all the way over. We're going to apply our glue onto our paper this time. And you can eyeball it here where it's going to go, or you can cut your paper off first. I prefer doing it this way only because of the fact that I may accidentally cut off too much and it won't give me that wiggle room that I need. Then we're going to turn our notebook over, and we're going to use the top of our blade to rest against our notebook top, and then we're going to cut, and that's going to act as our guide. And we're going to do that on both sides. And we're just going to put that paper off to the side. Then we're going to flip our notebook, and we're going to do the same thing to the back. And I have a little bit bigger piece this time. So you want to do the same thing, tuck your paper in, and kind of fold it, let it roll. And we have a little bit of excess here, so I'm going to remove some of that paper before I start cutting, just a little bit. And then I want to remove it off the front here too. So we're going to go in a little bit and just cut away some of the excess. And I noticed I didn't do it so straight, and I wanted to have a little bit of straightness to that. So we have that. Now we're going to do the same thing we did before. We're going to open up our notebook, holding our paper in place back here. And we're going to apply our glue here. And we're just going to go around those edges like we did the front. Adding our glue everywhere we can. Bring our paper right up against that corner there. Tuck it in as much as possible. And just apply your glue. Make sure that the inside is where you want it. Go ahead with your bone folder again. And we're just pushing that glue around again on our paper. And go ahead and add your glue again to the exterior paper here. And right along that fold line. And then push it down into place again. And the same process we did the front, we're going to go ahead and remove that backing, that excess paper, just like we did before. So at this point, you could use paper to do this part here if you'd like, but I like to use washi tape to create that spine. So I don't know if I have enough of this one. I'm hoping I do. So we're just going to fill in where we see that line there. And we're going to do the back as well. We're going to go right up to where we have that little fill in. And then we'll set that aside. We're going to open it up. And we're going to do the same thing we did with the paper before. We're just going to run our scissors along there to remove that extra washi tape. Now I'm not going to do the next part on camera only because I want you to not have that sound of tape. So we're going to place our tape a little bit outside of here, just plain old packing tape. We're going to place it just a little bit outside of our edges on our piece here, and I'll do that and then I'll come right back. Okay, so I went ahead and I added that tape on there. I just like to add packing tape to the binding over the washi tape so it stays on a little bit longer, because washi tape can come off with time. It loses that glue part, and I didn't want to have that happen here. So I added the packing tape to the back and to the front, just a little slightly over that. Then you just take your bone folder and you go over where you did with your tape. You may get a couple of bubbles, and that's really easy to fix. You just take a tiny little poke hole, just a little poker, and poke into those holes. And you can even use that tool to go over them as well. And it's going to eliminate those little pockets that you have there. Now the spine is a little bit easier. You're just going to take and work back and forth with a bone folder, and that's going to remove all those bubbles off of your spine. So here's the front of my notebook. Really pretty. That's the back, and then we have the back cover here. Really pretty. I love how the colors turned out on this one. So to do the belly band, you're going to take a piece of paper, and I went a little under 1 inch with mine, and I like the white, so I just took it, and then I'm taking a piece of tape. If I can get my tape over here to work for me. Just taking that piece of tape, and I'm just putting that tape right onto that belly band, and then just sliding it around a little bit like that. That's going to give you that room to move it up and down like so. This is the spine here to go back and forth. So I'm just using an excess piece of paper from this one, and I'm just going to go right around the back. Add that piece of tape on there, and then give it a good turn a couple of times, just wiggling it back and forth with your fingers, and that's going to add that perfectly. Then we're going to go ahead and add our little adornments to the front, and I'm going to be adding Christmas paper, wax seals here, and I want to add some little plaid circles that I have. So I'm placing my circle on. This is going to help me to know where I need to add my glue by putting it over my belly band. So just like that, we're putting that glue on there, and we're going to flip it, and we're going to just turn it until we get it to where we want it. Then I have the little seals on the back of these. They're like candle wick stickers, and I think they work perfectly for these. So then we're just going to place our wax seal right on there, give it a good push down, and there we have a nice cute little last minute gift, last minute appreciation gift to add to our collection of those that we're going to gift. They make a great little Happy Meal as well, and you can do this with the large notebooks as well, and the medium. They have some that are like medium length. You can do that as well with those. So that is it for this little last minute gift. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me, and have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.